So, as we predicted, Wicked would make a huge chunk of money at the box office. And a couple months ago, I said the movie had the potential to be a huge hit. Considering how popular the Wizard of Oz IP is, as much as I'm not a big fan of the Wizard of Oz IP, the the movie had potential. Knowing how popular the old movie was, knowing how popular the Wizard of Oz is on, and its various shows, because it's not just because it's the standard Wizard of Oz show, but there are also several other shows set in the Wizard of Oz universe that are constantly played on Broadway, which isn't too surprising that the Wizard of Oz would have another successful movie eventually. I know Disney tried to make a Wizard of Oz movie, it failed, and no one watched it. There's like Barbie and Oppenheimer. There's now Wicked and Gladiator 2 to try to create Wicked this weekend. Okay, so far, Wicked has made $19.2 million in previews. I told you guys this movie would be making way more money than it did. Okay, but there was also early fan screens as well, which made a decent chunk of money as well. But Gladiator 2 also made 6.5 million, and of course Gladiator 2 is actually doing pretty well internationally. Again, the movie's gonna still need to make a huge chunk of money to break even, so we're gonna have to wait and see if Gladiator 2 does break even. But the Thursday numbers are very promising for Gladiator 2. And yeah, Wicked is on track with one of the biggest opening weekends of the year. And of course, there's still movies that are coming up that are also could be, like Moana 2 and Sonic 3. Not Mufasa the Lion King. You're not included in this, okay? Mufasa the Lion King is actually projected to do the same as Gladiator 2, and that's the most rappable thing as at all, because the Lion King remake prequel, Lion King was one of the highest grossing movies of 2019, and the Lion King was, I think, the highest grossing movie like 1994 as well. But it's just so funny that now the Lion King remake prequel, no one cares. Like, you would think that people are like, oh my god, Mufasa's finally getting a backstory. Oh, no one wants to see it, because guess what? No one wants the Lion King remake prequel, okay? Why didn't we get an animated Lion King prequel, okay? I get it, animation's expensive, but again, you could have made it a 2D animation in the style of the original Lion King. It isn't that hard, Disney, to give people what they want. The music will be one of the biggest. It'll be the biggest non-Disney debut in history. Okay, because of course we gotta exclude Disney movies, obviously. Okay, because Disney movies are of course all musicals, like the major ones, like the Lion King remake made a lot of money at its opening. But it is the biggest debut for a Broadway adaptation and also biggest debut for a non-Disney musical. The reason why I'm using non-Disney because there were several Disney movies that made a huge ton of money in the opening weekend, like Frozen 2, okay, and the Lion King remake. But heck, it could also become the highest grossing musical until at least Moana 2 comes out, then Moana 2 becomes the highest grossing opening for a musical. Disney always somehow managing to keep the records. I really don't understand how Disney's able to do it, but at least with Moana, it's a sequel to a very popular movie, which shouldn't be too surprising. But very good numbers for Wicked and even Gladiator 2, making more money than I expected. Okay, I was surprised by the international haul of that movie. The movie already had $100 million, and the movie's not even out in the US and many territories, but it's already making $100 million. Usually those types of movies do pretty well. Like, for example, Dune Part 2 released early internationally, and that movie I think Dune Part 2 made a huge chunk of money. It was like one of the big movies. It was like a big movie they released, and it did very, very well internationally. I think it was Dune 2. I could be wrong, though, but Dune 2 did play, I think but Dune 2 did play well internationally either way, but, um, as well. And Dune 2 is still better than, probably still better than both of these movies, but that's about this video here, and goodbye.